Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
Yesterday there was that huge green candle, probably the biggest one for the recent months. So also some interesting positive news happened very recently. So let's talk about all of that, discuss why this happened, and look at the market in general. You're watching Crypto Hamster channel. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's start with the news as usual. This is really huge. Fidelity launches institutional platform for Bitcoin in Ethereum. Fidelity Digital Assets, the limited liability corporation based in Boston, will provide enterprise-grade custody solutions, a cryptocurrency trading execution platform, and institutional advising services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, designed to align with blockchain's always-on trading cycle. Already, Fidelity Investments provide financial services for $7.2 trillion in customer assets and provides clearing, custody, and investment services for 13,000 institutional advisory firms and brokers. So guys, this is really big event in crypto. Huge company now is in the field, and it's actually very positive for the space in general. So the more we will have of those, the more price will be rising, and we will be smiling in this case. But the thing which happened yesterday is not because of that, I believe. The thing is, so we actually now, let's start from the fact that we're looking at the Bitfinex chart, and we had the rise from 6,370 to nearly like 7,800. But if you look at the other, like Coinbase, for example, it is 1,000 less max, so 6,800. So what's the thing? The thing is, this picture was on all major exchanges using Tether as the pair to Bitcoin, and Tether was suspected to be having some problems because it was an issue for a very long time, more than a year, and now people were afraid that finally this sort of a bubble is popping up. And why? Because like a few days ago, Bitfinex say that we're closing the fiat deposits for some of the customers, and some FUD from the banks, presumably handling the accounts with Tether related dollar funds, were announced. So people were worrying, and they are starting to get rid of their tethers on those exchanges, and the only one asset which is available was Bitcoin. Well, and of course some altcoins, but Bitcoin is the more liquidity one, so they are started to buy Bitcoin even with this premium price. So the thing with Tether here, for example, Bitfinex, for example, when you are trading Bitcoin with the dollar here, it doesn't mean that you really have a dollar instead of your part of your Bitcoin. It means that you have Tether coin, and in principle you can withdraw those dollars to your bank account. But when these things are happening and you are not sure whether it's possible or not, will be possible or not in the future, then you are maybe you may appear with nothing, that is just Tether on your account, but not really the dollar on your bank account. So people are worrying, and they are worrying until now, because you see the spread is still like $3,300 between Tether trading exchanges and the dollar trading exchanges. So, and in principle, it's just FUD. Nothing. There's no big reasons to expect that there are problems with Tether or Bitfinex like now, or huge ones. But it's actually a bit worrisome indeed, So if you are having deal with this, probably you better, if you want to be safe, just store your Bitcoin on your local on a cold wallet. And if you want to have fiat, then better to deal with the exchanges which are dealing exactly with fiat, not with crypto stable coins. So, and you see actually it was a huge correction after that, so we are going back to the same zone. And speaking about the rise, so you may be happy about this trading, but you see the rise on the regular exchanges was not that big, like a couple $100. So we are basically in the same zone as before, and we didn't really make this high, so it's really speculative and sort of quasi or virtual high in price. So probably we will return back to the accumulation zone. I highly doubt that there was enough selling in this area which would cover the whole huge period of accumulation preceding that. So probably we will continue to move in this sideways channel, and then we will go down to make a new low and then return to the new rising trend. I know it sounds boring, but it seemed like it would be the case. Finally, what I was going to mention is the shorts and longs. You see shorts were growing quite a lot with expectation of the fall of the price, and then it actually reached the point when people became like very worried about the huge rally of Bitcoin at that point, and then everybody started to close their positions, and that actually made the rise even faster. So both bulls and bears are not confident in what would happen eventually, so they are closing their deals and look at the market more carefully. And speaking about the tether thing, is that there was even this fake news. Well, actually it was quite of joke, because one of the reasons, well, Binance say that we'll delist USDT because tether is big scam. So apparently it was a joke, but a lot of people were whoa, it's very, very huge, and indeed we shall run away, etc., etc. But you see how the tether actually changed in the market capitalization from one point, and all that money went to Bitcoin. So that was the reason of that huge rise. So finally, guys, once again, be careful with tether, but if you want to be risky, you can play on this game. However, with such a spread, I would be very, very careful with that. Couple of words about what happened with our altcoins, which we looked at before. Well, most of them are going up, so it's not really a thing which we need to look at because of the Bitcoin movement. But this one I was going to mention, the work chain, which I was talking a couple of days ago. It touched the bottom. It was like this the bullish triangle, which could actually go up, but with the Bitcoin drop it went down, was broken downwards, and then it touched again the bottom, and from that point with like 500 satoshis it started to go up. That was before the pump of Bitcoin. Was somewhere around here, so that was up, and then it had a huge correction and then returned back. So now we have like 50% rise. Actually now it's even more for the recent couple of days from the bottom. So if you already had this deal from 500 satoshis, I would cover some of the profits, don't forget, it's very important. And then probably we may have the new rally to the new target, like 1000 satoshi or something like that. It's very promising in my opinion. Quantstamp is a great project. So that's it for today. If you are trading on Bitfinex, again, be very careful, but let's look what will happen. I expect the boring situation, but still it was very fun yesterday to observe all of that. Okay, so see you tomorrow. I will look more in detail on this case because a lot of information needs to be analyzed. So I will do some due diligence on that, and I will provide my sentiment on the issue eventually, maybe already tomorrow. So far, safe trading, and goodbye, guys.